After Luigi's attempt to take over an entire year back in 2013, it's Shadow's turn to take a shot at taking over an entire year all for himself almost a decade after that, with 2024 officially being known as the Year of Shadow. Now, I'm sure everyone knows how the Year of Luigi turned out for Nintendo, so let's hope that the Year of Shadow goes differently for Sega. And I'm sure every Sonic fan was already unofficially considering this year to be the Year of Shadow, but with all the recent Shadow news that Sega's been pumping out these past few months, they have now officially confirmed that this is the Year of Shadow, using the fearless Year of Shadow marketing to do so. Now, I'm sure most of this stuff is just for marketing. I mean, why wouldn't they capitalize on Shadow's appearance in the third Sonic movie this year with a ton of other Shadow-related things? It at least made sense for a new game to come out and have Shadow be featured, or in the case of what actually happened, just a re-release of Sonic Generations with some new Shadow content. But now that this Sonic year has officially been Shadow-themed, we've gotten a lot more Shadow news than just Sonic X Shadow Generations and the third Sonic movie. So in this video, I'm going to go over every single thing that's either coming up or already going on that has to do with the fearless Year of Shadow. And yes, I mean everything, even the small things, which there are quite a few of. But first, I think it's important to go over exactly what Sega has listed for their Fearless Year of Shadow on their website, which is where I'm getting most of the information from in this video, and I'll leave it linked down in the description, although some things aren't listed here yet, like the third Sonic movie, but maybe they'll be added later. Anyways, Sega says that they wanted to celebrate this Year of Shadow by embracing your inner shadow. Just bear with me. They cite the main reason for this being the success of their Fast Friends Forever program from last year, which was a program that featured different artists from all over the world that would each draw a Sonic comic and explain what they loved about the Sonic series. It wasn't anything super huge, just a fun little thing to look at on Twitter every once in a while, but they did get some pretty big names to draw comics. So since that program was a success, they decided to do a 180 and go full Year of Shadow this time, embracing their inner edge, I mean fearlessness, and dedicated this entire year towards creating Shadow-related content. So while Fast Friends Forever may not have been the main focus of last year, the fearless Year of Shadow certainly is this time around. But now, I think it's time to actually go over what all is in this Year of Shadow. Sonic X Shadow Generations. This one was pretty obvious, and I already have an entire wishlist video out on it, so I won't waste too much time talking about this one here, but it is important to the Year of Shadow, since he's pretty much the entire reason for this game being re-released at all, so I had to mention it. The new content here in what I'm just gonna call Shadow Generations, because let's be real, that's what everyone is buying this for anyways, will focus on some new Shadow Story content. Crazy revelation, I know. But we really haven't seen or heard anything about this game since its announcement trailer a couple months ago, so that's really all we have to go off of here. We can see that Black Doom will be a prominently featured character in Shadow's portion, as well as some old Shadow levels. This is still just Sonic Generations. But on the whole, there's still a lot more to be revealed, although it does come out this fall, so there's plenty of time left for more things to be shown off for it. I'd say this is definitely the second biggest thing this year in terms of substantial Sonic content, cause it's an actual game and not just like a Lego set or something. Not that that's not important, but you know what I mean. So I figured I'd talk about it first on this list, because of that importance. And now we get to something that for some reason isn't even listed on the Year of Shadow website, despite being very Year of Shadow inspired. It's the Shadow costume in Sonic Superstars. I told you I'd be going into everything, even the small stuff. So yeah. There isn't really a whole lot here, maybe that's why it isn't listed on the website, but it is a Shadow costume for Classic Sonic to wear in this game, so I would have thought that it'd be on there, but I guess not. The costume is cool, it's free to download if you have Sonic Superstars, so that's about it. There was a bit of discourse when it first came out, since it wasn't actually Shadow, which I can kind of understand, since one of the already existing costumes for each character is literally a Lego minifigure, but it's really not that big of a deal. Back to things that are actually listed on the Year of Shadow website though, we have the Fearless events in the Sonic mobile games, Sonic Dash, and Sonic Forces, also known as Sonic Forces Speed Battle. For some reason they dropped the Speed Battle title a little while ago. These events allow you to unlock different versions of Shadow in them, which you'll know what I'm talking about if you've ever played either of these games before, but they're doing these events for the Year of Shadow, so it's something worth mentioning here. Another thing listed on the website is the Sonic Symphony, something that I was able to attend back in January this year, and it was an absolute blast. I'd highly recommend anyone who's interested to go see it, and to further persuade you, there will apparently be some more Shadow scores added to the show this year. Now back when I went, the main Rock Band portion opened with I Am All of Me, so there was already some Shadow goodness in the show, but it's cool to see that they're apparently adding even more Shadow songs to it this year. They haven't exactly said what's going to be added yet, but by the time this video goes out, there might be a show that contains some of the new Shadow songs, so I'll have a pinned comment down below that I'll update with those new songs if you're interested. Sounds like I'll have to go back to the Sonic Symphony again this year. Up next on our Year of Shadow list is a motorcycle tour? Yeah, Shadow's motorcycle has been recreated in real life, something that I was not expecting. And it's going to be on tour this year, starting at the MotoGP Red Bull Grand Prix of the Americas in Austin, Texas. This one definitely came out of left field, and it's something cool to go see if you live near where the tour will be, I guess, but definitely not the biggest thing this Year of Shadow has to offer. And since it's kinda similar, since it involves Shadow's motorcycle, I'm also including the new Shadow Lego set in this section as well, which technically came out last year, along with a bunch of new Sonic Lego sets, but there's still been a bunch of promo for these Lego sets this year, and it's listed on the Fearless Year of Shadow website, so I'm including it here. Go buy Lego Shadow if you like Shadow or Legos, or if you like Shadow and Legos. I already did a few months ago. Here's what it looks like in real life. And finally, before we get to the real reason that this year is even called the Year of Shadow in the first place, we gotta get to the last thing on the Year of Shadow website, which is the Sonic Speed Cafe, located in Chino Hills, California, having some Shadow menu items and merchandise. I'm not entirely sure why this is listed on here. Maybe they just needed one last thing to fill up the website, but also the Shadow costume in Sonic Superstars exists, so that could have gone here instead. The Sonic Speed Cafe isn't something that's new this year, but maybe there's new Shadow stuff to try there this year? I've never been to it since I don't live anywhere close to it, so I can't really say too much about it. But it's listed on the website, so I went over it. While we're on the topic of food though, there was also a Sonic collab with IHOP that's currently ongoing as of me writing this video, but I'm not exactly sure how much longer it'll be staying for. There's a Shadow menu item as a part of the collab, so if the Sonic Speed Cafe is able to be on the list of Year of Shadow things, then I might as well say that Shadow's Chaos chocolate pancakes at IHOP are too. You can also get another Sonic Superstars costume if you spend enough money there, but this time it's an Amy costume, so nothing Shadow related. Now it's time for the real reason that the Fearless Year of Shadow is even happening in the first place, the third Sonic movie. As everyone knows by now, Shadow will be one of the main characters in this movie, since he was teased at the end of the last one, and the hype has been steadily growing for his appearance on screen ever since. There hasn't been a trailer released for it yet, but I'm expecting one very soon, as well as the reveal of who will actually be voicing him in the movie. There was a synopsis given of an exclusive trailer that was shown off at CinemaCon recently, but there still isn't any confirmation of who is actually voicing Shadow in the movie. Another update. Yeah, apparently it's Keanu Reeves. He's voicing Shadow, so that's gonna be pretty cool. This video might have been a bit poorly timed, huh? Now, I don't want to spend too much time on the third Sonic movie here. I want to save all my thoughts on it for a different video, when some trailers are out, but I had to mention it here, because without this movie, the Fearless Year of Shadow probably wouldn't be happening at all. It's awesome how big the Sonic movies have gotten, where they're able to influence the entire franchise to focus on a specific character for an entire year. Great stuff. Great Shadow stuff. The Fearless Year of Shadow has been super fun to see so far, and I'm looking forward to seeing even more things all throughout this year, because it's only just getting started. Thanks for watching until the end of the video. Like I said earlier, I'll have a pinned comment going over some of the new Shadow songs for the Sonic Symphony when those are revealed, and I'll probably update that with even more new things, or things that I might have missed, from the Year of Shadow as time goes on, cause I doubt they've shown off everything this year has to offer so far. Let me know down in the comments what your thoughts are on this Year of Shadow, and feel free to leave a like and hit the subscribe button while you're down there as well. I'm excited to be able to play Shadow Generations and watch the third Sonic movie, but in the meantime, I'm gonna have some Shadow's Chaos Chocolate Pancakes, so I'll see you next time.